Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As looks about title of today's video, we have the #1 shooting guard build in NBA 2K24. So this applies to rec center, comp 5s, anything that has a point guard on the court that you're going to be able to function as the secondary ball handler. Now, what this also could function as is even in park, you could be the lockdown for your team and still function as the secondary ball handler as well. So with this build, you're going to be listing it at shooting guard. You can make it a point guard or small forward as well. It doesn't really matter. Just wherever situationally works best for you to line up. As far as icons go in like, especially 5s, like rec and pro-am obviously. So 6'3", 187 on the weight, 6'6" wingspan. It's very, very key that you go with that 6'6" wingspan, because what we're making right here is a true optimal Klay Thompson build. Like a truly, built for this stuff Klay Thompson build. So 96 3-pointer. You are looking at the dunk being 50. I do understand. It's more of like a, don't think of it as I came down from 70 to get here. I more so put it from 25 to 50. Now, with 50, you will get the Manu Ginobili dunk package, not to mention at 45, you also get both those standing dunk packages as well. The extra rating just happened to go to standing dunk over defensive rebound, so that's why it's at 46 instead of 45. But that is what we're looking at. Not to mention, because of your 3-pointer, you do get whistle on gold as well, so that is something that will bait some fouls. Now, obviously, let's talk about the main focus point of this build. 96 3-pointer, 81 mid-range. So you're looking at gold agent, gold blinders, gold deadeye, and gold limitless. All these really important shooting badges on gold. Whereas if you go to 92 3-pointer, you're missing out on the agent and limitless. And also, there's a lot of badges that come along with this from 92 to 96 in terms of all of these little essentials down here. Catch and shoot, green machine, guard up, space creator. You got a ton of different badges that are buried down in here too, like open looks even, for instance, as well. It goes to Hall of Fame at 93. Whistle also goes up too. So many different badges that are going to be applying toward that 96 3-pointer instead of the 92 that you see almost every other meta shooting guard going with, supposedly. Now, with this build, we're also going a little bit less invested into the ball handle. This is still enough for, as you can see, the silver handles for days, silver speed booster, unpluckable, all that stuff. It's the same level of ball handling you're going to see on typical 6'8" type builds, essentially. Now, what you have going for you that a 6'8" doesn't have is obviously the 96 3-pointer. They can't play hash. Those builds cannot manage that type of 3-pointer by any means. Not to mention, you're still getting very good perimeter D and steal. The 6'8s can get this, but again, it's mainly at the fact that you're going to be spacing the floor like crazy. Every team needs a hash shooter like this. And in rec center, they're going to love you for having a build like this too. Now again, you come back to what's going to hurt in rec a little bit. It's probably going to be a dunk a tad bit, but honestly, this is my take when it comes to rec center or even comp pro-am. I even said it in the point guard video as well. You can never have enough shooting on the court, but you can always have too much dunk on the court. If people are going to be cutting nonstop, freelance, all types of garbage offense in rec center, you guys know how that stuff goes. And the more spacing oriented that you become as your build, and if you embrace a style like this, if this is something that fits you as the viewer and you want a build like this is going to be major year for you. If you're someone that's okay with not having crazy dunk, you're not attacking the basket 24/7, this game is going to love you. So with that, we have the 81 ball handle. I've already shown a lot of the good SIGs that come with it on my slasher build if you guys want to check that out, because I had 81 ball handle, 75 speed of ball on that exact build too. Except with this one, at 75 speed of ball, you can get the John Stockton dribble style instead of LeBron, which the Stockton does look better, a tad bit better in my opinion. You still have 76 pass accuracy, so it's still serviceable in terms of like if you're a pick and roll ball handler. You may be wondering why the interior defense. Well, I respond to that, why not, first of all. Not to mention, it already starts at 34, but if you want to compare this, as you can see, we went up 31 on the interior defense and can't even afford a speed or acceleration, and it would afford us like 2 vertical. I think so many people sleep on this interior defense stuff. And don't be wrong, if I'm talking from my own perspective, my own POV, go ahead and make these 34 interior defense builds, bro. I'm telling you guys, I'm the pure slasher at the end of the day. The less of these that are flooding the park streets, the more I'm having fun. So I think this level of investment of the interior defense is such a sleeper value. I even showed it in the point guard video too, that I put 26 interior defense on the build and all it cost me was 1 driving layup. The same thing with this, and it costs 2 vertical. I mean, interior defense is so cheap at this low level. That's how it was last year, and these 6'3s can benefit off that like crazy. Mind you, again, it's 6'3 with a 6'6 wingspan. You're still playing defense already. You got 94 prim. You got the 94 feet on Hoff. You got Challenger on Hall of Fame too. You got gold fast feet. Paired that with your acceleration, obviously. 91 steal is going to get you gold glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper. If you want to go a little bit lower, I was thinking to advocate for the 85, but this seems like such a better value to go with the 91. And pair that with using your right stick, you're going to stack the glove and right stick ripper, and then you still have, again, that Klay Thompson shooting ability. For that matter, too, you can even get the Klay Thompson dunk package if you go 5 more, I believe. But what I'm targeting with this is Manu Ginobili dunk package, and it's very smooth, very simple, and it's just a dunk is a dunk at that point. Like, it's a clean, efficient dunk that doesn't require a whole lot of investment, and you still are going to be dunking the ball, even though you're a pure sharp. Pretty much a pure two-way sharp for that matter. I think this is a nasty build for sure. Now, if you want and you're like, well, Laker, I mean 50 dunk, like I don't even care. I'll just lay the ball up at that point. If you want to really play like that and just believe in that, then I would say you can go ahead and do this, and you're going to see you can get almost 90 speed back on your build. So if that's something you're invested in and you think that's more worth for you than to, let's say, just put 25 dunk ratings on, that's fine, because I think the off-ball movement speed is going to be very important still. 84 speed can move plenty decent, obviously, and then 80 acceleration. You got the gold spot finder. That's what we're targeting here. If you only want fast feet, you can go 77 excel, and you can get that in the A tier, obviously, right here. But 80 excel will get you spot finder, and this will be a pretty good off-ball badge right here. It looks glitchy, for sure. So, also, on top of that, too, 99 stamina, very essential, and that's another thing the 6'8s can't get is this 94 feet badge and workhorse on Hall of Fame. Unless I think maybe, yeah, no, they can't get that. You need 99 stamina. Now, I think you could go minimum weight 6'8 potentially, but I'm not sure. Either way. As you can see, we have enough strength for clamps on gold as well, so we're looking at a lot of really key thresholds that we need to be hitting with this build, and this is a very niche style. Obviously, if you clicked on this video, you're obviously a niche player, or you're just interested in this type of play style in general. But obviously, if you're going to load into the park on something like this, you need some other source of offense on the court. You could still potentially be maybe someone that carries the load on offense if you're good enough on the sticks, and this ball handle and excel and speed with ball can get you the job done. But considering its silver playmaking ability, it might be kind of tough. However, the 96 three-pointer cannot be slept on. I mean, that's a lot of really good shooting badges at that level. And again, maybe you go in with a lineup that's like 3 locks and you're just playing like the point guard. Maybe your other teammates have a little bit in their bag as far as the offense goes too, and you're just here to guard perimeter-oriented players and, you know, can maybe carry the load a little bit on offense, but not a super crazy amount. So this build is meant mainly for Pro-Am, mainly for Rec. However, I think paired with the right teammates, like for instance me with my 6'8 pure slasher that can also defend really well and needs people like this on the court, and then also let's say Tonic on the court who's a stretch big who like maybe just sits corner, at that point you guard ball with this, I guard back end with my Ben Simmons sort of inside slasher type build, and then we got another big in the corner. That's pretty much 3 locks right there, yet all 3 can provide offense. That's what me, Bonnie, and Tonic are going to be doing for 3s in this year's game for early sessions in the park. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm pairing up with the NBA 2K Lab this year, so you can use code LAKER for 20% off at checkout at their website. That's NBA2KLab.com. On this website is all types of really good statistical jump shot information. You can also test the jumpers on their website too. Plug the controller straight into your phone or to your PC. You can get early, green, late. It'll tell you where you need to adjust on that jump shot, or if you don't know what jumper you want to run, you just go to their jump shot recommender. You punch in your height, the jump shot rating that you're working with, and then based on the milliseconds of timing that you get, it'll recommend you a jump shot. So again, if you want to use code LAKER for 20% off at checkout, that's NBA2KLab.com. Appreciate you guys, and we'll get back to the video. So moving along to the obviously description of the build, you can see we have shades of the Hershey Hawkins dude. I'm not even exactly sure who that is, but we got Mikal Bridges and Tyrese Halliburton as well, and then we got the 3-and-D 2 guard as the name. So pretty basic name obviously, but it is what it is. That actually describes the build pretty well. So we're going to do the animations real quick. There is not a ton to pick from, but I will show you guys the very niche, you know, playmaking stuff that you're going to be dealing with, and also those dunks that we're really interested to see. Alright, so over to the animations. I have a couple key things that I want to show you guys. So we have like dribble styles, for instance. This is going to be a big one. So I am a huge fan of this John Stockton right here. You have to be under 6'5", so that's why the taller like wing type builds can't get it. And I'm not here to say that it's perfect, because no dribble style in this game is very good, to be real with you, besides Kyrie Irving. But this is the best of the bad. I'll put it like that. Like everything else in this game is terrible. It's actually like treacherous, bro. So Michael Jordan's not in the game yet. Like Kyrie's the only thing that these small guards can use, and it needs 90 speed with ball to be able to get it. So The next best one that I have for you guys is going to be this John Stockton, and we get exactly that with the 75 speed with ball. If you want to try the LeBron as well, you could. I mean, you can still get it. All you have to do is be under 6'10". So you got a couple of things going for you as far as like decent dribble styles that you can equip. Now, pass styles, you're going to be restricted to pretty much just Ja and Sabonis or none. We'll see which ones end up being the best out of that. But if I have some suggestions for you guys, I really like the Rafer Alston Sig size up. You have to use this down diagonally rather than like maybe up diagonally like you're used to. Or another one that's actually really good for the small guards that you're going to be able to afford is this Jalen Suggs. It does take a little bit of time on the load up when you do it. However, it does move really nice and it pairs really well with, as you can see right, that one that I just tried to highlight there. You back up when you go between the legs on it. I'm sure it'll do it like kind of, we'll see. I think it pops up pretty soon here. It's that right there. So you back up a tad bit when you do it. If you end up spamming it, you're going to go back a lot, like, you know, one step at a time, essentially. And it's a lot quicker than I'm giving the impression of, essentially. But anyway, besides that, we have a lot of good things between this behind the back with LaMelo. Bro, look at this. Like, you get this with the 80 ball handle. This would be so good for an outside point guard like this. I mean, look at the standstill one. It's so clean. I can't believe the value of this being 80 ball handle. And for you to be able to do this while being a pure sharp and a pure lock pretty much at the same time, like a prim lock, this is crazy, bro. It's insane. So that's just the major SIGs that I wanted to show you guys. Besides that, though, I do want to show the dunk creator, so we'll just go ahead and, you know, name it whatever. As you're going to see, there's not a lot to pick from in these regular packages. There's not a ton. However, you are going to get both the standing dunk packages, and like I promised you, you're going to get Manu Ginobili dunk package. And as you can see, they're very clean. They're very, like, you know, it's not very extra. However, it has pretty good takeoff speed, like it's clearing the runway really quick, and as you can see, it gathers really quickly as well. I think these are very good budget dunk packages right here with the 50, and also the CJ McCollum one is available, but it's not the greatest. I mean, it's a little bit more floaty and like slow, I guess, than Ginobili, but it still dunks the ball. So if you want more packages, and you're of the belief that more packages equal more dunking for you, I mean, there's plenty to pick from for only having invested 50 dunk into the build. So anyway, that is all. I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end of the video, put 3 and D or just put defense in the comments. Short person I threw. Shout out to you guys for watching, though. I really do appreciate it. We've uploaded now 5 videos today within the span of like maybe 4 hours. So I have been grinding in this early portion to make sure that you guys got all the information on these builds or suggestions on these builds that you could possibly get. From now on, though, right here forward, I'm going to be grinding the game a lot. I'm going to be playing a good bit. I'm going to be playing some My Career, get you guys some badge tutorials and stuff like that. So I'm going to be relaxing a little bit. I'll be playing the game. No more build videos for today. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you're watching this in the future, feel free to drop a like or watch any of the old videos that we've posted between the point guard, the slasher, the big man, like the inside center. We got the lock as well. Now it's the 2 guard. I mean, I've posted pretty much all 5 positions on the court. Besides the back end, I guess, but we'll count my slasher as the back end, technically, I guess. Well, maybe we'll get to the power forward one tomorrow, potentially. But anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. None of that. Take it easy, man. Peace.